Hello, I am Stephanie. Welcome to this yoga experience. I love doing yoga outside. It brings me such a sense of peace and calm and openness. So I hope you enjoy this too. Let's begin. So come to the front of your mat. And as we always do, take an inhale through the nose, raise those arms up, exhale through the nose, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up. We're gonna step our feet back into a brief down dog pose. We pedal the feet a bit. We're going to start to open up the back of the body. Walk your feet up to your hands. Take your feet hips width apart. Take your hands behind your back, clasp them together. If you want a bit more, press your palms together. Just start to come down and really feel the back of the body opening and the shoulders opening. Feel your body become alive. And just breathe into this. Bring your hands down, keep your right fingertips down, bend the right knee, open up that left shoulder. Again, feel the body become alive. I love to start off in standing poses because it really gives us a nice, strong energy to begin. And bring it down. Other side, left fingertips down, bend the left knee, open up the right side. There's nothing like looking up at a bright blue sky, the sun in your face. Gently bring it all down. Roll all the way back up on an inhale, arms up, and letting the breath guide you through. Exhale, swan dive forward. Again, gently roll all the way back up. Arms up, and exhale, swan dive forward. Step your feet back into down dog again. From here, you're going to take your right leg up and back behind you. Really press that left heel down as you raise that right leg up. You want to keep your legs straight and strong. And bring that right foot up in between the hands and come up into crescent pose. Really get down on that front leg, keep the back leg straight. Relax those shoulders down. It's a strong pose, but you don't want to create tension unnecessarily. And open up into warrior two. Just release that back heel down, palms facing down. And breathe. You're going to cartwheel the arms. Bring your left hand down onto the inner side of your right foot. Bring that right arm up for a nice twist. Feel that right side opening up. And bring that hand down. Step your right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Come to the tops of your feet, lift the legs up, open up those shoulders for up dog, and press back into down dog. Let's take the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Just starting to wake up our body even a bit more here. Shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, push back to down dog. So other side, bring the left leg up and back behind you. Just hold it here for a couple of breaths. And bring the left foot up in between the hands, crescent pose on this side. Focus on your breath, guiding you through these poses. And when we hold these poses, it gives us a chance to really focus in on this present moment. strengthens the body, opens the body, but it also calms the mind in a funny sort of way. And release that back heel down, arms down for warrior two. Again, keep relaxing those shoulders so they don't creep up. Everything stays nice and strong. And cartwheel the arms for a twist on this side. Really open up that left arm. Feel the opening and breathe. Really take these pauses in the poses to really let yourself focus in on the moment. You're giving yourself this time to do the yoga, so really let yourself be in the moment when we do the yoga. Bring that hand down, step your foot back, exhale, come down to chaturanga, inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Look up at the hands, step or jump up, look up, exhale, release down. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. And we're gonna sit back into our first chair pose. So you really wanna sit back and raise those arms up towards your ears. And relax the shoulders. And breathe. And exhale, bring it all down. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. Arms up, and again, sit back into a chair pose here. And if you want just a bit more for strength and balancing, just raise those heels up. If you want to keep them down, that's okay too. This is your journey, your practice, whatever works for you today. And exhale, release it down. Inhale, look up, step or jump your feet way back to plank position. From here, you're gonna stay in plank, and you're gonna start to rotate your body to the left and keep your shoulder directly over the wrist for support here for a side arm balance. Keep pushing up that right hip. You wanna stack the feet, but if it's too much, you can take your left foot in front of your right or take your right knee down. Whatever is working for you, and if you have a variation that you like to do, go for it. I have my own I like to do. Feel the strong and balancing position. And breathe. And wherever you are, take it back to plank. And you can take a moment or not to do a push-up or 2 or 3 or whatever you'd like. So really get your heart rate going a bit and go over to the right side. So whatever you did on the other side, do it on this side. The most important thing is to try to keep that shoulder as much over the wrist as possible for maximum stability and support. And breathe. And wherever you are, bring it all down. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. From here, take your right leg up and back behind you. Take your knee over to your left elbow. Take a breath here. Bring your right leg back for a breath. And then take your knee over to your right elbow. Really use this core here, not your lower back, but your core. You're gonna feel it in your arms as well. And leg back behind you again. Bring the foot up in between the hands and come up for crescent pose on this side. And we're just gonna open up into warrior two. Back heel down. A couple breaths here. The wind feels lovely out here. Nice breeze. And take that palm up. Slide the left hand down the back of your leg. Use those legs to support you. Don't lean too much on that back leg. Feel this great side stretch here. And keeping everything else the same, just straighten the front leg. Feel that opening all the way from your right toes to your right fingertips, all the way up your body. And back down to warrior two. And take your hands behind your back. If you want to press your palms together, great. Otherwise, just clasp your hands together and start to come forward. Let your head come down towards the mat. Your right shoulder should be on the inside of your right knee. And just let your head and torso fall however low it can go. Humble warrior. It's quite an intense pose. It's great for strengthening your legs, opening the shoulders, and this inversion reverses the blood flow, leaving you an invigorated feeling. And then come back up into warrior two, really testing that leg strength here. It's all good. And again, right palm up, slide that left hand down your leg for reverse warrior, and then straighten that front leg. And this time, cartwheel the arms for a twist again. So back leg is straight, right arm up, open that shoulder. And breathe. And you're gonna come back up, release that back heel down into a warrior two again. And again, reverse warrior. Straighten that front leg. Warrior two. Hands behind the back for humble warrior. Deep breath in and exhale, take it down. Step your foot back. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Other side. Take the left leg up and back behind you. Take your knee to your right elbow. Take a breath here. Raise that leg back behind you again. And knee to your left elbow. Take a breath. Bring it back again. And take your foot up in between your hands and come up into crescent pose on this side. And open up to warrior two. Keep focusing on the breath. Look out over those fingertips. Stay focused. Left palm up, slide the right hand down the back of the leg. Reverse warrior. And keeping everything else the same, just straighten the front leg. And bring it back to warrior two. A great warrior sequence. One warrior into another warrior. Take your hands behind your back. Start to come down on the right side of your left leg for humble warrior on this side. And again, if you can press your palms together, it gives you a little bit more in your shoulders. Whatever you need today. And breathe. And come back up, warrior two. Again, palm up, slide the back hand down the leg, reverse warrior. Straighten that front leg. And cartwheel the arms into a twist on this side. So right hand down, left arm straight up, open that left shoulder. And feel the twisting of the vertebrae. Helps elongate the spine, relieve tension, and leave you feeling hopefully good. And again, back up to warrior two. Almost done with this side. Sort of almost done. Palm up, hand back. Straighten the leg. Breathe. And come back down to warrior two for a breath. And humble warrior on this side again. Come down onto the inner part of your left leg. Palms together if you can. And take your hands down, left foot back. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. So look up at the hands, step or jump up. Look up, exhale, release down. Roll all the way back up. Arms up, and exhale, release down. Now here's a pose I love. Brings me back to my figure skating days. But it's actually a great balancing pose, a stretching pose, and just it makes you feel like maybe a little dancer for the moment. So you can take hold of your left ankle, you're gonna bend that left leg, raise that right arm up, and just start to push that foot, oh gosh, up towards the sky, and start to come forward. Reach that arm out. Dancer pose. So the key here is just to keep pushing that foot up and extending that arm out and find a stable fixed point to help you balance. And breathe. And bring it all back down on the other side. So take hold of your right ankle. Left arm up. Start to push that foot up. The opening in the leg, an extension of the arm. This is where your balancing really gets put to the test. It really makes you focus on the present moment. Because if you get distracted by something, you'll probably fall over. And breathe. And bring it down. And inhale, arms up. Exhale through the nose, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up. Step or jump your feet back to plank position. Stay here for a moment. We're gonna do some mountain climbers for the core. Now really use your abs here. You'll feel in your arms too, but use your core, not your lower back. So just start to alternate your right knee to your left elbow, your left knee to your right elbow. At your own pace for a little core work. Strong core is essential for a strong body. Get your heart rate up a little bit too. Keep going, you've got this. This won't last forever, even though it feels like it. Let's do one more on each side. And exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Raise that right leg up and back behind you. Bend the right leg. You can stay here, or if you want a little bit more, just flip the dog. So rotate to the right, keep the left leg straight, right leg bent, really reach out with that right arm. It's intense, but it should feel good. Wherever you are, bring your right foot up in between the hands. Raise those arms up for crescent pose. From here, you want to raise that right heel up, keeping everything else the same. And then exhale, we're just going to come forward in one nice long line. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward, and release that heel down and come out into warrior three. So both legs are going to be straight and strong here. You can have your arms out in front of you, but they could be getting a bit tired, so you can take them out to the side, behind you, in prayer position, wherever feels good for you today. I like to take mine behind my back, just to open up my shoulders a bit. So it's really whatever you're feeling. Just hold this here for a few breaths. It can be quite intense. Oops, see, sometimes we fall down and that's okay. Just forces us to focus even that little bit more on that moment. here, we're gonna take your right fingertips down, keep that left leg up, start to open up that left hip. You can just place your hand on your hip here. Your left foot should be flexed for half moon pose. Now you can take a variation here that you want. You can stay right here. This is great, it's fantastic. Or you can raise your arm up. You can take hold of your ankle if you'd like to stretch out that quad. Whatever you'd like to do today. It's intense and it's certainly going to be enough. And breathe. And take that arm down, straighten out the leg. One last little push here. Raise that left leg up just a bit more. If you want, you can take your right hand behind you, or not, for standing splits. And yes, I know it's nearly impossible to get in the splits completely like this. It is called the standing splits, but it doesn't mean your legs will be completely split. They're just split apart. That's okay. And breathe. And reach that foot all the way back. Other foot back to meet it. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Other side. Left leg, up and back behind you. Bend that leg. You can stay here, or you can start to keep rotating to the left for flipped dog on this side. Straight right leg, bent left leg, and reach out behind you. Wherever you are, bring your left foot up between the hands, come up into crescent pose. It's quite leg intensive at the moment, but you'll get through this. Your legs are strong, they can do this. Now just gently lift your left heel up, start to come forward on an exhale, nice long line. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean out, release that heel down for warrior 3 on this side. And wherever your arms were before, take them to that position again. From here, you're going to place your left fingertips on the floor, take your hand to your hip, flex that right foot. You can stay here or take another variation where your arm goes up. Perhaps you want to grab hold of your ankle. Whatever you did on the other side, of course, do it on this side for balance. And breathe, half moon pose. We're going to take your hand down, keep lifting up that right leg. You can reach behind your left leg with your left hand if you want. Keep reaching that right leg up. Both legs are straight and strong for standing splits, or standing sort of splits, if that's what you want to call it. And breathe. And step it way back. Step your left foot back to meet it. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back to down dog. And again, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. Pedal out your feet again. Really feel the opening in the back of the legs. It should be warmed up. Feel like you've certainly done some work with them today. It's all good. Look up at the hands, step or jump up. Look up, release down. Inhale, roll all the way back up. Arms reach up, and we're gonna sit back into another chair pose. Now this time we're gonna do a chair twist. So take your hands into prayer position, and you're going to twist over to the right. So hook your left elbow on your right knee, and your right elbow should be straight up towards the sky. You can look down, you can look straight out. If you want a little more twist, you can look up towards the sky. And breathe. Just twist to feel good. If you want a little bit more, you can take your left hand down and your right arm up, whatever you're feeling today. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, roll all the way back up. Arms up. Sit back into chair pose. And do the other side. So prayer position, hook your right elbow on your left knee. And whatever you did before, do it on this side. Whatever variation you like. We all have our preferences, different bodies. We've got to do what's best for us. Breathe. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, roll all the way back up. Reach to the sky. Do a little back bend here. Just open up the arms, open the shoulders. Feel that lovely opening. Arms up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Look up. Step your feet back to plank position. Briefly, oh, sorry, that wasn't plank, that was down dog, sorry. Bring that right leg up briefly, and then you're gonna take your leg up in front of you. Now you're aiming to get the front part of your leg parallel with the front of the mat, but it might be too much on your knees. Your back leg will be straight. You're gonna do pigeon pose. So you're really gonna feel the opening in the back part of your right kind of bum area. So we're gonna start here by elongating the spine, relaxing the shoulders. Really feel that stretch. This is great when you've had a lot of leg work, when you've done a lot of running. And keeping that extension, you're just gonna start to walk your hands forward, however far down you feel comfortable. Just feel the opening in the body. This position, I feel, hurts so good, that expression, because it can be quite intense, but it really does feel great. Pigeon pose. And come back up. Step your foot back to down dog on this side. Left leg up briefly. Other side for pigeon. And again, if you're feeling too much in your knee, just bring your foot towards your body. Whatever feels good for you, you're gonna feel this no matter what you do. So elongate the spine, take a breath, and exhale and start to come forward. And bring it back up. Step into a down dog position. And bring your knees down. Do an extended child pose. Your knees can be together or wide apart if it's too much on your knees. Extend those arms, feel the stretch in the sides of your arms, and then relax your arms for a breath. We're gonna come up. We're gonna sit down and then lie down on your mat. We're gonna do a little bicycling for your ab work. So you're gonna take your right shoulder up to your left knee and your left shoulder up to your right knee. Really use your abs at your own pace. A little more core work. Keep breathing into this. Just a little bit more, one more on each side, and bring it all down. Hug your knees into the chest. From here, you're gonna place your feet on the ground, and you're just gonna press yourself up, press your hips up. Really get under those shoulders. Take your hands below you and clasp them together for a little back bend here. Give a little release in the abs after doing some ab work. Inhale, deep breath, and exhale, release it all down. Take your hands behind the back of your legs and just do a couple of rolls. It's a little spinal massage. It should feel nice. And come up with your legs extended in front of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, keeping that extension, just come down over your legs. This is great for opening up the back of the body.
And it's also a great way to calm your mind. These forward bends are great calming poses. While you feel the backs of your legs screaming, the forward bend should offset that just a little bit. And gently come back up. And take the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. Grab hold of your feet, extend the spine upward, and keeping that extension, just start to come down. When my kids do this pose, they love to flutter their legs like a butterfly. And you can do that or not. But you will feel the opening in your inner thighs for sure, no matter what you do. Come back up, extend your legs out in front of you, and come back down onto your mat gently. Then from here, you're going to bend your right knee for a little stretch of the quad. Now, if it's too much down here, you might need to lift yourself up and come back down into it, and that's perfectly fine. It can be quite an intense stretch. So if you're just here, that's okay. If you can come all the way back, that's great too. I like to do one leg at a time. Traditionally, we do both legs in yoga, but I think it's just a bit too intense on the knees. And wherever you are, just switch sides. And then take your feet back, hips width apart. Now you're going to take your legs directly behind your head. Now the important thing here is to not move your head and neck. Just take your legs directly back for plow pose. Now you're aiming to straighten the legs here. Really feel that stretch all the way up your spine. You can get up under your shoulders a bit more. Maybe you want to clasp your hands together and press down for a little bit more leverage. And if you want a bit more, you can bend your knees and grab hold of the backs of your knees. Like a little cocoon, it feels like. And wherever you are, just gently and slowly roll back down very carefully. Extend the left leg out, bend the right knee. Just start to come over to the left. To stretch out that lower back. So you can extend that right arm out, look over the right shoulder, feel the opening of your lower back. Should feel nice. Come back to center with that knee, switch sides, and take it over to the right, but have your left arm out. And come back to center. Bring both legs in. Again, give yourself a nice hug. You've earned it. And extend your legs out. Let your arms just fall open, palms facing up. Close your eyes. And take a nice deep breath in and hold it at the top for a moment. And exhale, release it all out. Just start to let your breath resume to its normal pattern. Take these few moments, as hard as it is. I know you probably want to get up and run off to your day, but just take these extra few moments to appreciate what you've done today. Give yourself a moment of rest. You will get busy again, I promise you. Just take a few moments now. Thought will come, you can acknowledge it and just let it pass by for the moment. And wiggle your fingers and toes. Give it a quick stretch. Roll over onto your right side, keeping your eyes closed. And then just push yourself up into sitting position. Just keep your eyes closed for a moment longer. Open your eyes, Take your arms up for a big breath in. And exhale to prayer position. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this yoga journey. I know there's a million other things you could be doing with your time, but I'm grateful and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.